Lucky Sound, $1.50. Matabrama, $7. Tail and All, $14. Requested, $21. And HQ is at $9.50. Lucky Sound, $1.50 with bookmakers. On the tote, currently quoted at $1.70 and $1.20. Just about set for the final event today, the Carlton Draft Handicap Race 8.
All right, Dave, where you go? Where you go? 2 coming up, guys. We're ready to go.
And Kirk Matheson. Now we're just about set to go on the last. Requested will be the last to load. Paul Hammersley riding Requested. Already with a double to his credit. And now we're set for the last race. Ready to jump. 1,400 metres. A field of 11. Red light flashing. They're set to go.
Right, Chris.
Ready to jump.
Righto, riders, we got a light.
One red out wide. Racing now. Boys on Tour hesitated, missed it by 2 lengths, and the favourite bounced beautifully off the rails alley. Lucky Sound, Epic Dragon is showing speed and Requested rushing forward. Tail and All about 4th away, then HQ, followed by Mr. Orient. Settling midfield, Gunner Knox, then Zamboni. Matabrama drifting back along the rails. Sam's Town is second last, and after that, Bad Start, 2 away, Boys on Tour last of all. Epic Dragon leads into the 900 from Requested. 3 deep, Mr. Orient exposed outside that pair, and Lucky Sound, the favourite, is just bowling along 4th on the fence. HQ and Eck back 5th, then Zamboni. Tail and All and Gullanock splits that pair. A couple to Sam's Town outside of Matabrama, and Boys on Tour was last. 600 left to run. Hasn't been run at a breakneck speed. Epic Dragon led Requested. 3 out Mr. Orient. Now he's going to need a run on Lucky Sound, Cassidy. He's searching for a split. The run came at the turn, so no excuse now for the fave. He's into the clear at the right time. Then Tail and All, Matabrama. Wide as Sam's Town and Gunner Knox. Lucky Sound went alongside Requested and Epic Dragon. They're clear of Tail and All, Matabrama and Mr. Orient. He's got to get busy now on Lucky Sound. He's not getting away from them. Tail and All's running on strongly. Favourite's no good thing. Lucky Sound in front. Tail and All charging. He'll hang on. Yes, Lucky Sound. Lucky Sound beat Tail and All. Favourite backers can cheer now. 3rd over the line was Matabrama. Not sure about 4th. Sam's Town, Epic Dragon and Boys on Tour. Then Requested, HQ, Mr. Orient, Gunner Knox and Zamboni along last. Well, he looked as though he was going to win easily when he cruised up to them, and he did cruise up to them, but then when Cassidy went for him, there wasn't a real strong kick there, and Tail and All cut him to about a neck at the end. So he's got the money, Lucky Sound. And the favourite backers go home cheering. Had a perfect run, was 4th on the fence. He just needed a bit of room coming to the turn, but the gap came, and you knew then there'd be no excuse. If he didn't win, he would be not good enough. And he cruised up. Cassidy had a sustained peep around to see what was there, and then he went for him. He didn't dash quickly. He got a margin, but the last 100 metres, you were never totally confident he was going to get the prize, and Cassidy had to pull the shillelagh. And he's got home by about a long neck on the line. 13, 15, 14 the result. 13, 15, 14. Gee, Tail and All's racing well. He ran the race of his life in second, and Matabrama again finding the line. He's obviously looking for further. 13, 15, 14 and 9 was 4th. 13, 15, 14, 9, the result of the last race. Lucky Sound ran at $1.60. with the tote and $1.50 with bookies. Here's Wayne.
Thank you very much, David. Well, we've got a very promising horse here, given a beautiful ride by the jock. He was going to win easily, and then the other horse got to him at the end. What does that tell you, Tone?
Oh, look, as I said all week, he's a big kid, this horse. He really doesn't know what he's doing just yet. And at the 200-metre mark, Larry thought he was going to win by 5 or 6 and had a big look over his shoulder. But you've really got to wake him up, this horse. He's still sleeping until when that other horse come up, that's when he started to gallop then, you know. So I was never worried.
No, he was always going to win. But the other horse made it a little bit interesting at the end.
Yeah, he did it, you know, and that's good for us. You know, we might not have to take the $1.50 next up. We might get $2.50.
What's that little story you were talking about on radio this morning about he makes a bit of a noise?
Well, he was nominated for a sale. Reynold Webster bred the horse, and he was nominated for the Magic Million sale. And myself and Brett Mooney and Matthew Stapleton and Peter Milne were all very, very keen to go and have a look at the horse and purchase him. Then he was withdrawn. And I rang Robin Wise, who was preparing him for the sale, and she put me in touch with Jenny from Timor Creek, which does an absolute beautiful job of raising these horses. And they in turn put me in touch to Reynolds, and he said, look, he's failed to scope 2 or 3 times. And I said, well, would it be all right if I had a look at him? But, you know, it was more of a gut feeling. The horse was born on my birthday. He's got my initials on his shoulder. And it's just one of those things that are meant to be. So took a chance on something that was either going to be rocks or diamonds, and looks like we're close to diamonds.
Close to diamonds, too right you are. Does he make a noise when he works?
He does when he's trotting and cantering. He's an absolute woeful going, very ordinary conveyance. But the minute you get him up to half pace 3/4, it goes away. Yeah. And it's baffled all the vets that have looked at him, and you know, I was quite prepared to pay for the operation, but they've all said to me the same thing after having the cameras down there while he's galloping, and spent plenty of money on him to get him, you know, to make sure that we could keep going. But you know, they all said the same thing: just leave him as he is and take each day as it comes.
Well, whatever it is, it's not worrying him at the end of his races. Well, his current preparation.
We're living in God's country out there at Bow Desert, so it might be in the soil.
Good work. Well done, Tone.
Thank you very much.
Vacate that seat if you will, and let me talk to the jockey. Larry Cassidy coming in now. It was the perfect ride. Things got a little bit tight towards the end. I was just talking to Tony about this supposed problem that he's got, making a noise.
Yeah, he the other day it was more noticeable the other day because I sort of used him from a wide gate, and that of course upset his breathing pattern. Once horses like that, you just got to get into a rhythm where you're not pulling on them, you're not pushing on them, and their breathing pattern's usually all right. Once you start upsetting it, that's when you can bring him undone. But look, he's a lovely horse. He's one of the most beautiful horses I've ever ridden. He's so kind.
Is he
the
really?
most kindest, quietest horse that has ability I've ever ridden.
Yes. Well, it's a big rap coming from you.
He's such a lovely horse.
Yeah. And you gave him a beautiful ride today, parked him behind him.
Yeah, obviously the one was a good draw, and my main concern, he's such a big fella. I had to get out, and I was exposed a little bit sooner than I wanted to. Only the fact because I've drawn one, I'm in the inside, and I had to get out. Obviously, I got to them a little bit too soon, but I thought he showed plenty of heart and fought on, even though the other horse probably looked like he was going to get me.
Well done, mate.
Last race, Larry.
Last race, Larry, again. It works. That does work, that stuff. Larry Cassidy.